Welcome back to my channel, All Old Rare Coins. If you love discovering hidden treasures and learning about rare US coins, you're in the right place. In today's video, we'll reveal some of the most valuable coins that could be worth far more than you think. Stick around till the end, you won't want to miss what these rare gems are really worth. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel to enjoy more discoveries in future. Let's dive in. We're diving into a piece of American history that might be hiding right under your nose, the 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin. At first glance, this coin might seem like just another part of your pocket change, but there's a lot more to this little piece of history than meets the eye. So, buckle up and stick with us as we explore what makes the 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin so valuable and how you could be holding a small treasure worth a significant sum. Let's kick things off with a little context. The year 1976 was not just any ordinary year for the United States, it marked the bicentennial, the 200th anniversary of America's independence. To celebrate this monumental occasion, the U.S. Mint released special designs for several of the country's most famous coins. The Liberty 1-cent coin from 1976, which was part of this bicentennial celebration, carries a unique place in history. You may be familiar with the standard 1976 penny design, which, like most pennies, features the profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. However, to mark the bicentennial, there was something special about the reverse side of this coin. Instead of the usual wheat ears or shield design, the reverse featured a large Liberty surrounded by 13 stars, symbolizing the original 13 colonies. This small change in design not only commemorated the founding of the nation, but it also gave this penny a unique flair that collectors began to take notice of, especially as time passed. But it wasn't just the historical significance of the design that made this coin attractive. The 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin is also notable for its rarity. While these coins were produced in large quantities, most of them were used in everyday transactions, which means they often suffered from wear and tear. The ones that were kept in excellent, uncirculated condition are far more valuable today. Coins that were stored carefully, away from the rigors of circulation, are increasingly rare. And the more pristine the condition, the more desirable the coin is to collectors, raising its value substantially. Now, what about the variations in this particular coin? Like many coins, the 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin comes with its share of unique features that can affect its worth. For example, some of these pennies have slight variations in the design or minting errors that can make them even rarer and more valuable. A mistake in the minting process, whether it's a misstrike, an incorrect amount of metal, or a slight misalignment of the design, can turn an ordinary coin into something extraordinarily valuable. These error coins are often the most sought after by collectors and can fetch astronomical prices, especially when they're in excellent condition. Speaking of condition, the 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin, much like any collectible coin, is judged by its grade. Coins that are in mint state, or have been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition, are far more valuable than those that have seen heavy circulation. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. Even a slight scratch, discoloration, or damage can lower the value of a coin drastically. However, if you're lucky enough to find a 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin that has been kept in flawless condition, it could be worth much more than face value. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter, the real reason you're all here. How much is this penny actually worth? Well, the value of a 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin can vary depending on its condition, rarity, and any special characteristics it might have. But if you have an uncirculated coin or one with a rare minting error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. In fact, one such coin recently sold for as much as $80,000. Yes, you heard that right, $80,000 for a single 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin. Who knew that something so small, so seemingly insignificant, could hold such value? This is a perfect example of how a seemingly simple piece of history can become a collector's dream. So, what does all of this mean for you? It means that if you have a 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin, you should take a moment to inspect it closely. Check for any signs of wear, minting errors, or unusual features. If it's in great condition or has something special about it, you could be holding onto a rare treasure. Keep in mind, collectors are always on the lookout for these types of coins, so if you come across one, it might just be time to get it appraised. To wrap up, the 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin is a true collector's item, thanks to its historical significance, unique design, and rarity. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or a casual enthusiast, this penny represents a piece of America's past, and it could be worth more than you ever imagined. Second coin, we're going to talk about a coin that you might overlook, but it holds a surprising secret: the United States 1961 Liberty 1-cent coin. If you have one of these coins sitting in your collection or in your spare change jar, you might be sitting on a hidden gem. Stick with us, because by the end of this video, you'll learn exactly why this penny is worth so much more than its face value. Let's start with a little bit of history. The 1961 penny was minted during a significant period in American history. The 1960s were a time of great change in the United States, both socially and politically. But in the world of coins, the 1961 Liberty 1-cent coin stands out because of the minor detail hidden in its minting process. This coin is part of the Lincoln cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909. However, it was the minting in 1961 that brought a few unique characteristics to the table. What makes this coin particularly special is its mint mark, the D, which stands for the Denver Mint. The Denver Mint, one of the key mints in the United States, produced this coin, and the quality of minting plays a huge role in determining the value. The 1961 coin, though mass-produced, is known for its relatively low population in uncirculated condition. If you happen to find one of these coins in pristine quality, it can be quite a rare find. Now let's take a closer look at the design. The obverse of the coin features Abraham Lincoln, as you might expect, with his signature beard and his profile facing right. The inscription reads, "In God We Trust," along with the year of minting, 1961. On the reverse side, you'll find the classic design of two wheat ears framing the words E pluribus unum, which is Latin for out of many, one. This wheat design was used from 1909 to 1958, and while it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design in 1959, some 1961 pennies still have that charming wheat motif. So, why exactly is the 1961 penny worth more than just 1 cent? Well, it all comes down to rarity and condition. Like most older coins, many of these pennies were used in everyday transactions and became worn down over time. However, coins that were kept in excellent, uncirculated condition are much harder to find. Over the years, the 1961 penny has become particularly desirable among collectors due to its scarcity in good condition. The demand for uncirculated 1961 pennies has only grown, especially as people become more aware of their potential value, but there's more. Some of these coins have an additional factor that can make them incredibly valuable: they were struck with a rare die variety. Coins with die varieties are unique because they have slight differences in their design due to issues with the die used to strike them. These errors often make the coins even more interesting to collectors, as they become one-of-a-kind pieces in their collection. If you happen to have a 1961 penny with one of these rare die varieties, then you're really holding something special. You may be wondering how much this little penny is actually worth. Well, it's not just worth the 1 cent stamped on it, far from it. In fact, if you have a 1961 penny that has been kept in mint condition or has an unusual die variety, it could be worth significantly more. Coins in excellent uncirculated condition have been known to sell for thousands of dollars, and some have gone for even higher amounts depending on their specific features. And here's the kicker: if you have a particularly rare example of the 1961 Liberty 1-cent coin, it could be worth as much as $61,000. Yes, that's right, $61,000 for a single penny. It's hard to believe that such a small, seemingly insignificant coin could hold such immense value, but that's the world of rare coin collecting. The rarity, the historical significance, and the minting errors that can make this coin stand out are what make it so valuable in today's market. Now, you might be asking yourself, how do I know if my 1961 D penny is worth something close to that amount? First, you'll want to check the condition. If your penny looks like it's been through years of circulation with scratches, dents, or discoloration, it's probably not going to fetch that high price. However, if you have a penny that's been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition, it could be worth much more than you might think. Additionally, if your penny has a unique feature like a die variety or a minting error, it could increase its value dramatically. The best way to find out the true worth of your 1961 D penny is to have it graded by a professional coin grading service. These services will inspect the coin and give it a grade, which will help determine its value in the market. Once graded, you can feel more confident in knowing how much your coin could be worth. So, to recap, the 1961 D Liberty 1-cent coin is far more than just a penny. It's a piece of American history, and if you have one in excellent condition, it could be worth a lot more than you think. Whether it's the unique minting process, the die variety, or just the sheer rarity of finding one in perfect condition, this coin is a true gem in the world of coin collecting. And if you have one of these coins in top-tier condition, you could be holding onto a coin worth as much as $61,000. Next, third coin, we're going to dive into a coin that might be hiding in your change jar or tucked away in a forgotten collection, a coin that could be worth far more than its face value. We're talking about the United States 1981 Liberty 1-cent coin. It's a coin you might overlook, but after watching this video, you'll understand why it could be a hidden treasure. The 1981 Liberty 1-cent coin is not one that immediately jumps to mind when you think of rare or valuable coins. However, there's more to this penny than meets the eye. To truly appreciate why this coin can be worth so much, we need to take a step back in time and explore the historical context of the 1981 penny. The 1980s were a time of economic transformation for the United States. It was an era marked by both political and economic challenges. The country was recovering from high inflation and the energy crises of the 1970s, and the minting of coins during this period reflects those shifts. In 1981, the U.S. Mint struck millions of these pennies, which featured the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. The reverse side showed the iconic shield design, which had been in use for years. But what makes the 1981 Liberty 1-cent coin different from others of its kind? The answer lies in its rarity, its condition, and in some cases, its unique features. Unlike other coins from the same year that were heavily circulated and suffered from the wear and tear of everyday use, the 1981 penny is known to have been produced with a slightly different minting process. This process led to some variations in the way the coins were struck, and over time, these coins became increasingly difficult to find in perfect, uncirculated condition. So, what does that mean for you, the collector or coin enthusiast? If you happen to have an uncirculated 1981 Liberty 1-cent coin, you could be sitting on a rare gem. The key factor here is the condition. Most 1981 pennies that were circulated have visible signs of wear, scratches, discoloration, or other damage. However, those that were carefully stored or never made it into general circulation are much more valuable. As with any coin, the condition is everything. In the world of numismatics, coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. If you happen to find a 1981 penny that is in near perfect or uncirculated condition, it could be worth a considerable amount. Coins in this pristine state are always highly sought after by collectors, and they command a much higher price in the market. But what makes this particular coin even more exciting is the potential for rare minting errors. Minting errors are something collectors are always on the lookout for, as they can turn an ordinary coin into an extraordinary one. For instance, some 1981 pennies were struck with slight variations in the design, such as off-center strikes or doubling of the date or lettering. These minting errors can significantly increase the value of the coin, as they make each one unique. A 1981 penny with a rare minting error could be worth a great deal more than one that was struck correctly. Now, you may be wondering, how much is a 1981 Liberty 1-cent coin actually worth? Well, as with any rare coin, the value depends on a number of factors: condition, rarity, and any minting errors. But if you happen to have an uncirculated 1981 penny, or one with a rare minting error, it could be worth far more than the 1 cent it was originally issued for. In fact, one such coin has been known to fetch as much as $57,000, yes, that's right, $57,000 for a single 1981 penny. It's hard to believe that something as small as a penny could hold such tremendous value, but in the world of rare coin collecting, these types of coins can fetch extraordinary amounts. The combination of their historical significance, rarity, and potential for minting errors makes them highly desirable to collectors all over the world. So, how can you determine if your 1981 penny is worth a fortune? First, take a close look at its condition. If the coin is shiny and nearly flawless, it might just be a keeper. Be sure to check for any minting errors, as these can dramatically increase the value. You might notice the date is slightly off-center or the lettering appears doubled. These errors could turn your penny into a rare and valuable piece of history. The best way to ensure that your 1981 penny is worth what you think it is to get it graded by a professional coin grading service. These experts can accurately assess the condition of your coin and determine if it has any unique features or errors that could increase its value. Once graded, you'll know exactly what you have in your hands. To sum up, the 1981 Liberty 1 cent coin may seem like just another penny, but its rarity, potential minting errors, and condition make it a valuable piece for collectors. Whether you've had one sitting around in your collection for years or you find one while going through your change, this little coin could be worth far more than you ever imagined. And if you happen to have an uncirculated 1981 penny with a rare minting error or in flawless condition, you could be holding onto a coin worth as much as $57,000. Fourth coin. We're diving into a coin that might be hiding in your collection or possibly tucked away in your spare change. The United States of America Liberty 1 cent coin from 1980 may seem like just another penny, but there's more to this little piece of history than you might think. It has a unique story and a hidden value that could surprise you. So stick with us as we explore the fascinating world of the 1980 penny and discover just how much this coin could be worth. Let's start by taking a look back at the year 1980. The world was undergoing significant changes, and so was the United States. The economy was in a period of transition, inflation was on the rise, and the country was facing both domestic and global challenges. In the world of coins, 1980 marked another year in the long tradition of the Lincoln Memorial Cent Series, which had been minted since 1959. The 1980 penny, like other pennies of the time, featured the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. On the reverse, you could find the familiar Lincoln Memorial, a design that has become one of the most recognizable symbols in American coinage. While this might sound like a typical penny, the real value comes into play when we start looking at the condition of the 1980 penny. Like most coins that are over 40 years old, many of the pennies from 1980 have been through heavy circulation. If you find a coin that's been passed around in daily transactions for decades, it's probably seen some wear and tear. But, here's where things get interesting: coins that were carefully kept in pristine condition, stored away from the elements, are much rarer. The 1980 Liberty 1 cent coin, when found in uncirculated condition, is a much more desirable piece for collectors, and that's where the true value lies. Most people don't think twice about pennies when they come across them, but collectors are constantly on the lookout for coins that are in exceptional condition, and the 1980 penny is no exception. These coins may look like everyday pocket change, but in the right condition, they can become quite valuable. It's the rare, uncirculated versions of the 1980 penny that really stand out. Now, let's talk about what makes the 1980 penny so special. The United States Mint struck millions of these coins, but few survived without heavy circulation. For a coin to be considered valuable, it needs to be in excellent condition. Coins that show little to no signs of wear, where the details of Lincoln's profile and the memorial are crisp and clear, are highly sought after. But even better, if you happen to have one of these pennies in near-perfect condition, you could be holding on to a valuable treasure. On top of condition, some of the 1980 pennies have been known to contain minting errors, which is another factor that could significantly increase their worth. Errors can range from simple things like a slight misalignment of the design to more dramatic issues like double strikes or off-center printing. These types of coins are like unicorns in the coin collecting world because they are one-of-a-kind pieces. Collectors love minting errors because they are unique, and if you have one of these error coins, it could be worth far more than a standard penny. The 1980 penny, despite being mass-produced, has a certain appeal to collectors, especially those who specialize in finding rare, error coins. If you happen to find an error coin, it could drastically increase the value of your 1980 penny. So, make sure to closely inspect any 1980 pennies you come across. Look for signs of a rare error, because that could mean big money in your pocket. Now, let's talk numbers. You might be wondering just how much a 1980 Liberty 1-cent coin is worth. Well, the value of this coin can vary depending on its condition, any minting errors it might have, and how rare it is in the market at the time. However, if you have an uncirculated 1980 penny, or even better, one with a rare minting error, you could be sitting on something worth a lot more than just 1 cent. The right coin, in perfect condition, could be worth up to $30,000, yes, you heard that right, $30,000 for a single 1980 penny. It may seem unbelievable that such a small coin can hold so much value, but that's the magic of rare coin collecting. Coins like the 1980 penny are valued not just for their historical significance, but for their rarity, condition, and any unique characteristics they might have. So, if you find a 1980 penny in your change, don't just toss it aside. Take a moment to inspect it carefully. Check the details, look for any signs of wear, and if the coin looks uncirculated or shows signs of a minting error, you could have a valuable piece on your hands. And if you're not sure what you have, getting your coin graded by a professional can help determine its true value. In conclusion, the 1980 Liberty 1-cent coin is far more than just a penny. It's a piece of history that, in the right condition, can fetch a significant amount of money. Whether you find one in your spare change or have had one sitting in your collection for years, it could be worth much more than you ever thought. So, the next time you come across a 1980 penny, don't overlook it. That little coin could be the key to a treasure worth as much as $30,000. Fifth coin, we're going to take a look at a coin that could be hiding in your change or maybe tucked away in an old jar of pennies. The United States Liberty 1-cent coin from 1973, minted with the D mint mark. This coin might not seem like much at first glance, but what if I told you it could be worth a lot more than just 1 cent? That's right, this small penny could be a hidden treasure with a potential value that might just surprise you. The 1973 penny is part of the series that features the image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the iconic Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The penny has been a staple of American currency for over a century, and for most people, it's just another coin they find in their pocket. However, as you'll see today, the 1973 D penny is one that collectors and numismatists are keeping an eye on, thanks to a variety of factors that can make it a valuable find. To understand why the 1973 D penny is worth more than its face value, we need to look back at the year it was minted. The 1970s were a time of economic challenges in the United States, with rising inflation and the effects of the Vietnam War still being felt. However, this era was also one of significant change for the U.S. Mint, as they continued to strike coins for circulation in large numbers. In 1973, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies, making it a relatively common year in terms of mintage. But as with most coins, rarity is key. And while the 1973 penny might have been produced in high quantities, finding one in pristine condition is a much rarer occurrence. The real value of the 1973 D penny comes from its condition. As you may know, coins that have been circulating in daily transactions for decades often show signs of wear. Scratches, discoloration, and faded details are all common on coins that have been passed from hand to hand. But here's the catch. Coins that have been carefully stored and preserved in uncirculated or near-perfect condition are incredibly valuable to collectors. So, if you have a 1973 D penny that has been kept in excellent shape, you could be holding onto a rare gem, but it doesn't stop there. Another factor that makes the 1973D penny especially interesting to collectors is the potential for minting errors. During the minting process, sometimes things don't go as planned, and this can result in minor or even major errors on the coin. For example, some 1973D pennies were struck with off-center designs or had double strikes. These errors make the coins unique, and unique coins are highly prized by collectors. A minting error on a 1973D penny could significantly increase its value, turning an ordinary coin into something truly special. When it comes to collecting rare coins, condition is crucial. A 1973D penny in mint condition, with sharp details and no visible wear, is much more desirable than one that has seen heavy circulation. But even within the realm of high-quality, uncirculated coins, finding one with a minting error takes the value up a notch. This is where collectors get excited, because a coin that combines excellent condition with an error is a true find. It's these rare and unique combinations that can make a 1973D penny worth far more than its face value. So, how much could your 1973D penny actually be worth? Well, if you have an uncirculated 1973D penny, or even better, one with a minting error, you could be looking at a significant payday. Depending on the condition of the coin and whether it has any special features, a 1973D penny could easily fetch thousands of dollars in the right market. That's right, a coin that originally sold for just 1 cent could now be worth much, much more. And here's the exciting part: if your 1973D penny is in excellent condition or has a rare minting error, it could be worth up to $25,000. That's right, $25,000 for a single penny. It's hard to believe that such a small coin could hold such incredible value, but in the world of rare coin collecting, it's all about rarity, condition, and those unique qualities that set certain coins apart from the rest. So, if you have a 1973D penny lying around, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look at its condition. Check for any signs of wear or damage, and if it looks like it's been well preserved, you might have something special on your hands. And, of course, make sure to inspect the coin for any potential minting errors. A small mistake during the minting process could turn an ordinary penny into a rare collector's item. If you're not sure about the value of your 1973D penny, consider getting it professionally graded. A coin grading service can assess the condition of your penny and give you an accurate idea of its worth. Once graded, you'll know exactly how much your coin is worth on the market. To sum it up, the 1973D Liberty 1-cent coin may seem like just another penny, but in reality, it's a coin that could be worth a small fortune. Its value lies in its condition, its rarity, and the potential for minting errors, all of which make it a sought-after piece for collectors. So, the next time you come across a 1973D penny, don't dismiss it as just another coin. Take a closer look. You might just be holding onto a hidden treasure worth $25,000. Thanks for joining us today on this exciting coin collecting journey. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our future coin discoveries. Until next time, keep hunting, and happy collecting.